Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon here with the preview of the Indianapolis Colts against the Miami Dolphins. It is Thursday night, September 30th, 2021. Just living life out here in Florida, just relaxing on Thursday night. It's about 6:30 at the time I'm recording this. Thursday night football tonight. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Cincinnati Bengals to start off that week. I will be watching that game because as a Miami Dolphins fan, we played the Jaguars coming up in 2 weeks in London, and I am going to do some scouting as a fan. So I'm going to see what the Jaguars are all about this year. I know Trevor Lawrence has the most interceptions in the league this year, and that no one says a word about it. But we'll see how he does tonight. But we're not here to talk about Jacksonville. We are here to talk about the Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. 1 o'clock. The game is in Miami. That helps, I think. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about. This is the biggest game of the season. And I know I say it every week. The Raiders game we got to win. Of course we got to win every game. But ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely pivotal that we win this game this week. Because if we cannot beat the Indianapolis Colts at home, if we cannot beat Carson Wentz at home, I am going to lose all my confidence, basically. I still love the Dolphins. I will love the Dolphins for the rest of my life. Fins fan for life. But as far as this season goes, as a fan of the Dolphins, if we cannot beat the Colts on Sunday, I'm going to lose all my confidence on this team. And I mean, the first, like I said last week, the first 5 games were going to be our hardest games of the year. And after the game next week against Tampa Bay, really, we got only tough teams I can really think of that we are going to be playing after that Tampa Bay game is the Bills again in Buffalo, the Ravens, it's a Thursday night game, the Carolina Panthers, and the Titans. That's it. 4 teams. So if we lose to the Colts and we're 1-3, more than likely, unfortunately, I don't see us beating the Bucs. We cannot start this season 1-4. We just can't, because this team was so damn good last year. Even though we missed the playoffs, if we had a season like we did last year, and we turned it around this year and started off the season 1-4, people are going to be like, man, that record from last year is an absolute fluke. That's a joke. And as a fan, I don't want that. I want to beat the Colts this week. And we're going to talk about how we got to beat the Colts this week. And the key thing I hear on all the Dolphins YouTubers, content creators, TD Fins Talk, Doug We Do Wrong, Miami Sports Music, K-Flexin, all the main Miami Dolphin content creators, it's all the same thing. And it's the same thing with me too. It's the offense and it's the play calling. Like, I still can't get it out of my mind how last week we made that play in the end zone with the safety with Jacoby back there all by himself, and he throws a screen pass to Jalen Waddle, who's standing in the same end zone, and he gets tackled by Casey Hayward. I see that, and then Monday night I'm watching the Cowboys against the Eagles. My Cowboys, who, by the way, blew the trash Eagles out. That's what we like, 41-21. They have the same exact situation where they're on the 1-yard line, starting at their own 1-yard line. And what do the Cowboys do? A QB sneak up the middle. And that's what Jacoby Brissett, that's what he was used for that entire game. The first week against the Patriots, QB sneaks right up the middle. And we couldn't use him for that. I mean, it's like plays like that. Like, it really makes me skeptical of this play calling for the Dolphins, and there's just so many things from that game that should have went different. We should have beat the Raiders. I don't want to sound like a crybaby here. I know the game is over. It was 4 days ago or something like that. And we got to talk about the Colts because that's the main task at hand. But last week, we should have beaten the Las Vegas Raiders. We really should have. We're going to get into everything about the Colts, if you guys have not already. Speaking of that Raiders game, be sure to go ahead and check out the reaction video to the Miami Dolphins and Las Vegas Raiders game. I'm going to put it on the right hand. I think it's over here. Over here, I think it's right here. I'm going to put it right here in the right corner. All you have to do when that appears is click it, and it will take you to immediately to that reaction video. So if you guys have not already, be sure to go ahead and check that out. And I think that is almost at 200 views. Let me check real quick. We're at 194, so yeah, we're at 194 views. If you guys have not checked out that video, go ahead and check that out, man. I would very much appreciate it. And then, of course, for the wrestling fans, we got AEW Dynamite last night. Go ahead and check that out. Very, very good show. So go ahead and check that out. And gotta talk about this game, man. The Colts are 0-3. They were a playoff team last year. The Dolphins are 1-2. And they were nearly a playoff team last year as well. And I feel like it's the same story with both teams this year, because both the Colts and the Dolphins, their hardest games of the season are the first 5 games of the year. Like, look who the Colts played the first 5 weeks of the season. They played Seattle Seahawks, playoff team. Los Angeles Rams, playoff team. And they're currently the best team in the NFL, I think. Tennessee Titans, playoff team. Us, nearly a playoff team. The Baltimore Ravens, playoff team. Just like us. The first 5 games of the season were the toughest games of the season for the Colts. I'm not impressed with Carson Wentz. I was never really impressed with Carson Wentz outside of that one season he had when he tore his ACL in that one game against the Rams. Besides that, I really have not been impressed the entire with Carson Wentz. He's a mediocre quarterback at best. He's an average quarterback at best who gets injured all the time. And he ain't even 100%, folks. Carson Wentz is not even 100% if you watched the game against the Tennessee Titans last week, because that's the game I watched before the Dolphins came on. And in the second quarter was when Wentz started to hobble around. He stayed in one place, throwing the ball. He wasn't moving around, running around the field like he usually would. He's staying in the pocket, not really doing much, and trying to prevent to get hit because he's trying to protect both of his ankles. Now, I will say this. The Colts are an 0-3 team, and they got a 0-3 record, but the Colts are a very good 0-3 team. I think the Colts are a very good team, despite the record. I don't give a fuck about the record. Throw it out the window. The Colts are a very good team, and I think we're a good team as well. But I think the Colts are a very good team. They got a top 10 running back in the NFL in Jonathan Taylor. They got top 5 offensive line in the NFL, and that's part of the reason why Jonathan Taylor is a top 10 running back, because their offensive line is amazing. Their defense is good, I think. It has not been great this year by any means, but I think they got great defensive line, led by DeForest Buckner. Obviously, they got Darius Leonard, who's probably one of the best linebackers in the NFL. And I think their secondary, from watching it last week, they got 2 interceptions off of Ryan Tannehill. I think Xavier Rhodes, I think he's going to be questionable going into this game, I think. He's a great veteran corner. We got Kenny Moore, who's coming along very nicely. And they got that rookie pass rusher from Michigan, Kwity Paye, who's I think has had a great season for them so far. Now, he did get hurt in that game last week. He hurt his hamstring last week against the Titans. I don't know if he's going to play. I think more than likely he's not going to play this week against the Dolphins. And I think that's a great. Obviously, I wish him for a speedy recovery. But as far as the Dolphins' offensive line goes, that's good, because I feel like he's a guy that would torch the Dolphins' offensive line. Now, they still got to worry about DeForest Buckner. How they're going to do that with this O-line, I have no idea. All I know is I just don't put Austin Jackson on him. I would not put Austin Jackson on DeForest Buckner, because freaking Austin Jackson on one of the third downs. Did y'all see that play? A linebacker, I think, came through. Austin Jackson was just sitting there like this. Instead of going to help the guy next to him, he just stood there. And then when the guy was running to Jacoby, he turned around and he's like, "Oh shit, I missed my guy." Like, bro, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing on that play? You got to be better than that, man. I mean, come on. But yeah. I don't think that Kwity Paye is going to be play this week. But I'm telling you, if this offense, it is brutal to watch every single week. The way this offense plays. We get 14 points in the first quarter. Really, the defense helped us from both touchdowns. First, the defense scored the first touchdown with the Landon Roberts interception, and then they set us up at the 34-yard line, and we were fortunate enough to go ahead and score a touchdown. And then we didn't do jack shit until we were down by 11 in the fourth quarter. Jacoby Brissett led them down to kick a field goal. I watched a preview on the NFL YouTube channel this game, and they read Jacoby's stats last week. It was 32 for 49 with 215 passing yards, and he averaged 4.4 yards a pass. You think that's good? That's not what a starting quarterback's numbers should be. If you're going to throw the ball 449 times, you should have at least 300 passing yards, I think. So, I don't know. If Jacoby Brissett is going to have a bounce-back game, and this offense is going to have a bounce-back game, it needs to be this week. It needs to be this week against the Indianapolis Colts in Miami, against Jacoby Brissett's former team, the Colts. And we need to put it to them. We need to wake up, and we need to find a way to get this offense successful, moving down the chains and throwing the ball. And I'm hoping we can run the ball. I don't know if we're going to be able to against the Colts, but I would love if Myles Gaskins had himself a day on Sunday. I think that would be great. But I think it's just, again, like I said earlier, all the top Dolphin content creators says the same thing. It's the offense that is holding this team back, and it's the play calls that are holding this team back. And I couldn't agree more. And we need to get things straightened out this week. And I think this is the perfect game. I really do. I'm not taking any lightness on the Colts at all. But I think this will be a great week to get our shit together. And as far as the defense goes, I mean, so far this season, I feel like the defense is playing decent at best. Part of that, I believe, is because of the offense and how bad they are. And they're out there. They're not even out there. They're only out there for like 2 minutes. And then the defense gets no rest, and they have to go out there tired, exhausted, and they give up a touchdown. And we can't have that. And I felt like the defense is playing decent at best this season. And again, I feel like we have to have a game on defense like we did against the Patriots in week 1. The Colts' big problem on offense that I've realized all season is inside the 10-yard line when they're in the end zone and they're at 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. They cannot put the ball in the end zone, and they are stuck kicking field goals. That's the main thing I've gotten from the Colts. They left 2 touchdowns off the board against the Rams because they were inside the 10 and they were stuck kicking field goals against the Rams. They could have easily beaten the Rams, I think, but because they got those field goals and not the touchdowns, they lost to the Rams. Last week against the Titans, I think there was 2 scenarios when they were inside the 15-yard line, the 10-yard line. They could have gotten a touchdown, and Blankenship kicked 2 below 30-yard field goals. And I think that's something we need to do. We need to do on Sunday is force the Colts to kick field goals, because that's what we did against the Patriots in the second half of that game, in the first game of the season. Second half, we forced the Patriots to kick field goals, did not put it in the end zone at all, and that's why we won that game against the Patriots. And we need to do that again against the Colts. Like I said, Carson Wentz is an average quarterback at best. Jack Doyle, he's all right, I guess. Jonathan Taylor, top 10 running back in the NFL, in my opinion. The defensive line is going to have a field day against him and the Colts offensive line. So those guys like Christian Wilkins, Zach Zeiler, Ogba, they better be prepared, man, because I feel like they're going to have their hands full with that Colts offensive line and Jonathan Taylor, top 10 running back in the NFL. They're going to have their hands full on Sunday. And then the receiving core for the Colts, I mean, really doesn't scare me that much, to be perfectly honest with you. I think Michael Pittman's good. We're probably going to have X on him. We should have Xavier Howard on him. Zach Pascal, he's all right. Byron Jones will probably be on him. They got Paris Campbell. T.Y. Hilton's injured, so he's not playing this week. And you also can't forget about Nyheim Hines. He's a very good screen throwing running back who I think can be dangerous at times. So we gotta look out for that, man. But I think defense on the defensive side, I think we got it. I hope we got it. I think we're going to do just fine against the Colts offense on Sunday. And then as far as a final score prediction, the way things are going right now, I'm not going to give a score prediction. I don't want to. Like I did last week, I don't want to give a score prediction. But just for the faith, the heart, and the passion of my team, Dolphins win on Sunday. So, thank you all for watching this preview. If you have not already, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel, man. Some great content coming up for you, man. A huge month on the Big Fight Field channel. The biggest month of channel history. 4 vlogs. 4 vlogs for the month of October. So far, we're going to have Dolphins-Bucks next Sunday. I will be there. If there are Dolphins fans watching this and you're going to be at that game Sunday next week in Tampa, let me know, man. I'd love to catch up, get you in the vlog, all that good stuff. And then for the wrestling fans, as of right now, I'll be at Rampage October 15th and Dynamite October 16th in Miami, Florida. And then I will be at AEW Dynamite October 23rd in Orlando, Florida, right here in Orlando, Florida. So you're going to want to be subscribed to the channel, man, because October, it's September 30th. Tomorrow's October 1st. It's the biggest month of the channel's history, man. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And subscribe for some more content this week. We're going to have Rampage tomorrow night. I might do another Dolphin video on Saturday for you guys if I don't have much to do. And Sunday, of course, reaction video, reacting to Colts, Dolphins, all that stuff. Comment down below. Who do you think is going to win on Sunday? Colts or Dolphins? Let me know down below. Hit the like button if you liked what you heard from me in the video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, at Conlon_Joseph. And folks, I will see you tomorrow for the AEW Rampage review here on the Big Fight Field channel with Wesley Williams and Cameron Johnson. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Stay classy. And as always, man, fins up, baby. Fins up.